Hi guys, it's Amanda and I'm here with another layout with my friend Jody from Floppy Eared Farm for Embrace the Space. I am using the Chamel Never Grow Up line, and my idea for this one is to create a rainbow and decorate the rainbow color on color with my embellishments. So I found colors of paper, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and I decided to cut out 2.5-inch strips because I have 4 2-inch by 3-inch photos that I'm going to be using for my layout. So I cut all my papers to 2.5 inches to be a little bit larger than my photos because I thought I would use it as a photo mat. And other than that, I didn't really have an idea. I thought I'd use this really cute wood grain background paper as my neutral or a background paper instead of using a white paper. And I really like the effect of that because I really like pattern paper backgrounds rather than white backgrounds. So as you'll see, I have now realized that my papers are too large. So what do? Do I cut one of my papers out? Right now I've cut out the orange paper. Or do I cut my papers down and cut them down to size to make them fit? So I decided to go and cut them down to 2-inch pieces of paper. And you'll see me, I'm just trimming them all down here from 2.5 to 2. And they do fit this way. However, I now have to bring my orange paper back in because now I have a huge space at the bottom. I don't understand. Maybe I should really do math before I start cutting things, but I just do what looks good. So I'm here and I'm going to decide how I want my colors to look on the background. And I want them offset just a little bit, so I'm going to randomly cut. I did not measure this in any way. I just randomly cut. And there you'll see me kind of going, I cut that too long, so I'm going to cut it a little shorter. So you'll see me get a little bit more precise here, but I really don't cut it to a specific size. I just cut it to the length that I like, or by eyeballing it. So I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple here. And then I'm going to mat my photos in white cardstock to make them pop off the bright colored page. I just feel like the white is very contrasting. So you'll see that here in a second, and it'll cut a little bit in the photo because I didn't want you to have to watch me glue everything down because that did take a while. Oh, and my camera slightly moved. I'm sorry. You can see my snuggy feet. Anyway, here I go. I'm cutting, this is where I'm cutting the photo mats. I did 2.25 by 3.25 since my photos were 2-inch by 3-inch. And it's just plain white smooth cardstock. And here we are now that all the photos are matted. And I've decided since my photos are too big for my strips, I'm going to kind of angle them a little bit and cover up at least 2 of the strips with the photos. And then in the center, I'm going to put my title. And my title is going to be Eric Carle because this was an Eric Carle exhibit at a museum we went to when we visited my friend in Chattanooga. So they had this really cool exhibit that kids could play on and walk through and go through, like the very hungry caterpillar and the busy spider and all kinds of stuff. And it was so much fun, and my little boy loved it tons. So, and I thought that this line with its fun hand-drawn elements and really cute animals and bugs and all of those kinds of things, and then the font on these thickers, I thought it was perfect for this kind of layout. So I'm just trying to get my title, and of course I'm not going to do anything straight because if I have to do something straight, it will not be straight and then it will irritate me. So I always make everything a little off center. So now I'm going to try and find embellishments tone on tone or color on color to kind of match. Some of them are not going to be exact, and that's okay. And I pull out some extra things too, like I really like this half circle imagination thing that you'll see here in a second there. But it just didn't fit right onto this layout, so it will come off eventually. But as of right now, it's going to sit there. So I'm going through the die cut pack. That's the first thing I go through, and I find a purple banner that says, or arrow that says every day. I get a blue fish, bluish greenish fish, a blue feather, and I get a couple of butterflies out of this die cut pack. Oh, and I get an orange fish. Actually, the orange fish and the feather don't make it, but the rest of it does. Not the imagination thing either. But now I'm going to go through some of the other embellishments. I don't know why I pulled that up because I didn't go through that next. Okay, I go through the sticker sheet and I find 2 small banner stickers from the bottom. One says imagination and I'm going to put it on the blue, and one says curiosity and I'm going to put it on the top. And then I realize I need to glue down my photos so that I can put down the embellishments without moving everything around. So you're going to see me come back and glue this down here in a second. Oh, I use some adhesive foam squares to pop up some of the die cut elements, the everyday banner arrow thing, the fish, and the butterflies. I do pop those up on some 3D adhesive foam. And here I am gluing down the photos so that I can arrange my embellishments better. I'm not really great at these tone-on-tone layouts because it doesn't match perfectly, and I'm not a person that even really tries to match colors very closely. And so I just kind of go, it's kind of green, or it's kind of blue. So it doesn't really match, and that's okay with me, and I hope it's okay with you as well. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to concentrate all my embellishments on these colored strips of paper and in this rainbow arrangement on one side of the page to let your eye be able to rest on the right hand side of the page. So clustering your embellishments and keeping everything into one specific area is another way to embrace the space. So I'm embracing the space by keeping everything kind of close together on one side of the layout. Right now I'm adding a few more stickers. I'm adding some flower stickers in different places, purple, blue, red, yellow, and I'm going to add those around the photos. And then I found this really cute little light blue sticker that has lines on it like notebook paper, and I'm going to use that as my journaling spot because it's not really a great journaling spot. Next I go through the puffy stickers and find some red, yellow, green, purple puffy stickers, and I just kind of stick them down in different places. And then I'm next going to go, there's a half orange and half yellow. That was really cool to find a half orange, half yellow embellishment. Now I'm going through the enamel dots and then the wood buttons, and I'm finding some spots for those. And you'll see me pick stuff up and put stuff down and pick stuff up and put stuff down a whole lot. So again, I didn't really have a specific idea of where I was going with this, so I just kind of kept adding and kept adding and kept adding. I probably should have stopped before I got to a certain point, but I didn't. So in these layered stickers, I found this really cute little embellishment of green leaves. And then I found a couple of flowers, but I didn't want the green stems, so I ripped off the stem and then just glued down the flower. Next, I'm going to get the foam thicker phrases, or whatever they're called, and I get a heart sticker, and that may be it. I think I try something else, but it doesn't really work. So I am now going to go in and add my journaling that says, "We loved the Eric Carle exhibit at the Discovery Museum in Chattanooga. You didn't want to leave." And that was for sure. He did not want to leave. He wanted to stay and play there all day long. As I was finishing up and looking at it, I thought, oh, what can I do? What can I do? This, it felt unfinished. So I thought, how about I bring the rainbow to the other side, and then I make a big space in the center. So I went through all the papers to see if I could find a branding strip or a rainbow sheet of paper that I could cut a strip out of. And I found this perfect rainbow strip here. So I cut it a little bit larger so that I had room to glue it on the back of the paper. And I trimmed off the edge and roughed it up with my scissors just to give it a little bit more dimension. And then I'm going to glue it to the back, and you're going to see me do that here in a second. And this is where I make it a little bit bigger so the rainbow is a little bit more obvious. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm using Scotch tacky glue in a fine liner bottle. And then I'm going to put the strip down and glue it down and try to make sure that it's level so that it all matches up and stays 12 by 12. And then I'm going to rough the edges up a little bit more, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're able to embrace the space, and don't forget to check out my friend Jody at Floppy Eared Farm. Thanks, everybody.